Welcome to the next podcast as we talk about what was good about 2023, what sucked about 2023, and what do we look forward to in 2024. And of course, we're referring to historical gaming and maybe some general gaming overall. We're going to catch up with Jim about Christmas Carnage. We gave it an A plus this year, Jim. An A plus. Not that it's ever bad, but
Yeah.
Dawn was actually laughing at times about the Rambo or Randeer, the one deer.
Bambo the
Yeah.
deer. Yeah.
So we'll talk about all that and much, much more on this episode of the podcast as I make sure I get the right sound queued up in 3, 2.
Big Duke 6 Eagle Thrust. Put on War off. Sing it loud. Into the Romeo Foxtrot. Shall we dance?
You are listening to the Sitrep Podcast, your source for everything related to historical wargaming. Whether you are looking for the latest wargaming news, reviews, painting tutorials, or playthroughs, you will hear about it right here. So grab your favorite beverage or brush and let's hit it.
All right, we are back for the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024. Depending on where in the world you are. No, still not New Year yet. We're a day early. Even if you're in Australia, we're a day early. But it's New Year's Eve there. So,
Well, that was New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Okay. And to those who have joined us this fine morning, welcome to the show. And if there's a toughie ears out there in the Ethernet, we might talk about some battle, Murbot battle, the Battle of Mines of Moria. Is that what it's called? Mines of Moria.
Yeah.
So, that much more. But first, hi guys, how are you today?
Doing good.
Todd?
How are y'all doing?
Doing excellent, sir. Happy New Year to you all. I'm going to enlarge the screen so we can actually see what's going on. I'm going to get rid of this one here if I can. I don't remember how to get rid of this. Go away.
Do it now.
Go away. All right. Well, it's not going to go away. I'll figure it out later. But I can still see it. All right. So, that just went away. Sir James, how are you, sir? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody here on the team and across the community, of course. Happy to be here. How's everyone doing?
Excellent. So, Christmas Carnage.
Sorry, what?
Christmas Carnage. Was this 9 years now? 9?
Otherwise known as the Battle of Mirbot? No, I'm sorry.
Here we go.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jim. We were sweating it for a while. We thought Santa was going down this year. It looked like Santa was going down.
Santa
That
got taken
happens
out.
every year. Oh, that's not even the first time. Yeah.
Oh.
Santa has now gone down. Yes, to answer the first question, it's been 9 years since, it's been 10 years. We started in 2014. So if you count 2014 and you go through the years, you end up with 10 years. But we've only had 9 games. We did miss 1 year. And it always looks bad for Santa on turn 1 because the attacking force shoots first. It's not a simultaneous fire game. And before you know it, Santa has lost like a quarter of his force before he even gets a chance to activate. But we had our annual game. It was a lot of fun. This time we were able to host it at Dots Creek House. We had like 8 players, 8 players exactly.
Mhm.
So it was a big convention style participation thing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and poor Justin didn't even get in the game. He got smacked
Not
right
this
away.
time.
Yeah.
Not this time.
That was good.
He never got a chance to activate. He literally, on that first Halo turn, that was the end of him.
Yeah. If you guys have not checked out Christmas Carnage yet, you definitely got to go do it. It is very well done. I'll see if I can throw the link up here real shortly. But Jim does it, like he says, every year around Christmas time. And it's fabulous. I mean, even my wife, who does not like historical gaming or anything at all, loves Christmas and loves Christmas Carnage. And
Well, this year it was Santa and his North Pole Defense Force versus troops and Spartans and ODS troopers from the Halo universe. So it's hardly historical.
Yeah. Right. Hey, the Christmas tree changed hands a bunch of times.
4 times. Yeah, that's the first time that's happened. 4 times.
Yeah, I just shared the link to the episode 1 there, kids.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
So to everybody joining us again on online, good morning or afternoon or evening, depending where in the world you are. Happy New Year. Hope your holiday was nice and Santa brought you, or Father Christmas, or was it Krampus or whoever, or La Befana from
I don't think
Italian
the
homies.
Krampus brings gifts. He just steals bad children.
Okay. Well,
that's a gift.
I know a few of those.
I was gonna say it's a gift to the rest of us. I got a list. if he wants to swing by, North America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jim, did Santa bring you anything?
All taken as kids.
Yeah, we got. Let's see. Did I get anything? Yeah, I got lots of stuff for Christmas. Did I get anything gaming related? Actually, I did get some. My brother gave me some 28 millimeter Warlord bolt action U.S. infantry. I'll probably paint them up as mid-war Marines if I have enough Thompsons, which I think the kit does come with, and some paints, things like that. As far as gaming related, some like stuff that might help production, like some camera mounts.
Oh, nice.
Things of that nature that Jen got me. But yeah, it was a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
And Jen said you got her a new laptop.
Oh yeah, Jen got a new laptop. Way to go there, Santa Riscany.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got to equip the militia.
Yes.
Damon's with us. Hello, Damon.
Hey, Damon.
Hey.
Mr. Wimmer, did Santa good to you, sir?
Kind of, yes. I've got an IOU for Adepticon training.
Oh yeah. What are you going to be trained in?
The one thing I'm not good at, painting.
The one thing? That's the one.
I
was trying to be nice. It's holidays.
Why start now, Bill?
I was going to say, first of all, continuity. Why start now? Exactly. Yeah. And 2, really, I mean, it's Adepticon. There's like 700 events. That's the one.
Right.
Some painting.
No. I said classes.
Yeah, there's like 700 events.
Yeah. So it's the hobby building, the painting mostly.
Very good. Oh, good.
It might be nice now. Santa has come and gone. You've already either won or lost that battle.
I've won.
Might as well,
Yeah. The race is over. Take the uniform off.
There you go.
Cool. Anything else, Chris?
No. Nope, not really.
Okay. Marty.
Well, let's see, hobby related. My daughter's got me so I have just an Amazon list of like basic supplies type stuff. So they got me a bunch of stuff off of that. I got some new brushes. What else did I get for Christmas? I got some glue. I got an apron because I'm tired of getting glue and paint all over myself. So got just a cheap apron to, slather that shit on instead of on me.
Is it like a wood shop apron?
Sort of. Yeah. I mean, it's not quite as long. And that might have been because I picked a bad one, not realizing that perhaps this was closer to child size, but so am I, so it's not that big a deal.
All I could picture is what is it, June from Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, nice.
Well, that would be the picture in your mind.
Hey, Marty and Jim.
Yep.
Does Chris look like a dwarf on screen?
Well, yeah.
Just because he's like really low in frame. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know where the lock is on my chair.
That would be called your back. Sit the fuck up. If my broke ass can do it, just say it. Yeah, but bunch of stuff along those lines. And
now that apron, please tell me it doesn't say "kiss the cook" on the front of it, does it?
No, just it's like a plain canvas apron. Fabian, don't ask the question.
Way ahead of me.
Don't
tell me it's not like one of those.
Don't ask the question
it's like
you can't afford to hear the answer to.
Yeah.
All I want to say.
Yeah, and when it says "Kiss the Cook," it has an arrow pointing down.
There you go.
You know, when you're on a wargaming podcast, would it surprise anyone to hear the word commando get thrown around? Just saying. Just saying. Nobody wants to see that.
No.
Mhm.
High speed, low drag.
There we go.
Although,
Alright.
one of the other gifts I've gotten, because I've been on vacation between Christmas and New Year's, is I've actually gotten time to do stuff. So that's been nice. So
Nice.
been getting a bunch of hobby in getting a
Yeah.
bunch of work done.
Very good. Excellente. Why is this doing
Right.
this?
So is that everybody? Bill, did you tell us? You
No,
didn't
we
tell
haven't
us.
heard from Bill yet.
Well, let's see. What did Sam bring me? Nothing.
Oh,
No, you know what? Dawn and I have come to the conclusion that being older and the kids not really being here, if we want something, we just go and get it. So
Right.
hobby wise, I guys, this is gonna surprise you. I've been collecting rule books again. I know.
Okay, so that
I'm-
kind of leads me to my next question. What did
Yo.
everybody get themselves for Christmas this year?
Gun.
Did you buy another a fire stick?
Yeah. Yeah. That technically was my gift from Donna.
Yeah. Okay.
She let me go buy a new pew pew.
Yeah.
For you.
And you know what? I get in trouble all the time about this shit, about being the enabler. These motherfuckers, I bought the same one.
Kool-Aid drinker. I don't know. I didn't tell him to do anything. I just went to the store.
Now
Uh-huh.
look at what a great deal this is.
It was
Okay. Dare
about
I
you,
ask
Jim?
what you
What'd you- Get yourself.
I was gonna say that ceasefire truce that Bill and Dawn seem to have. Jen and I have that same ceasefire every year, and every year we violate it like the IDF. We just,
no, you did not just go
that shit does not fly, man.
Wow.
You were only supposed to get me little things. Yeah, well, there's what I say, then there's what I do, and then next year she does it back. So we say the same thing every year. Like,
Yep.
I mean, who cares? I mean, just go out and buy it. And on top of that, do we really have to go all out on Christmas? It never happens.
No.
It never
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I was gonna say, much
ahead.
like you guys, the problem with Christmas shopping is because we're adults. Throughout the year, if we decide we want something, odds are we're probably just getting it. Right?
Yeah, totally.
So
Like
yeah, it
Jen's
can
like,
be
I got you this great thing, and then but I'm saving for Christmas. I'll give you a hint, and she tells me like the hint, and then I kind of figure out what it is. I'm like, why the hell do I gotta wait till Christmas? I got shit to produce,
then-
now. And then she winds up giving, okay, call it like something awkward, like either a birthday present or a Thanksgiving present or something. Like, who the hell gives Thanksgiving presents? And
Yeah.
So, well, I
Mm.
was up playing in country up at
Mhm.
Games Plus a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, and ended up helping support the team. Bought myself a McAfee,
MATV.
nice.
Who produced that? It looks familiar.
Enemy Spotted Studios,
Okay. Oh, they have their own vehicles now?
I guess.
Or
And
he doesn't know.
That's what I was thinking.
well, they were selling them, so
I was gonna say I don't know if they make the vehicles. They make their figures. I know that, but
Yeah.
I don't know about the vehicles.
and this showed up in the
What is that? That's the actual rule book?
the
What size is
new-
that, Chris?
Fuck, I don't know, man.
Is that an 8x11 book?
No,
It looks smaller.
it is.
Okay.
So I've got the book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we see
Got this little
supplement.
quick reference
Quick
guide,
reference guide.
Oh,
and then
Yeah,
a
cover.
pad of
Oh, cool.
little characters.
Thank you, Fabian.
Yep.
Okay.
A5 apparently.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's the problem with A5. I'm American. I have no point of reference. What that mean? Other than it's
It's about
smaller.
this size.
There you go.
it's just short.
I know that A4 is almost 8.5 by 11. It's like 8 by 10.
It's enough to fuck you up.
It's slightly taller and slightly narrower. The point of an A4 sheet of paper is that you fold it in half and you wind up with the exact same, I don't want to say aspect ratio, but the exact same ratio. I don't know why that's important, but that was the idea behind the design of the A4 sheet of paper.
Well, so all of the A4, A5, blah blah blah. My mom used to be a manual drafter, and that's how all of her sheets went. Now she didn't use the smaller versions, the A4s and A5,
which is surprising.
She used the larger sheets for drawing, but they were all A whatever, and not.
It's like their version of our 11 by 17.
Right.
All the desktop publishing I used to do at an old company, we have to do with a lot of our offices were in Europe, and we had to make sure that our PDFs were printable in A4 and A2 or whatever the hell it was.
Right.
Everything's doable because you just click the button that says fit to page.
Well, back in the day, they didn't have those buttons.
Yeah. So Fabian was
it tends
asking,
to throw off your aspect ratio on some of your art if you do that, but
Right. Now, back in the day, and when I was in middle school, I had drafting. Do you remember drafting?
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, I did drafting.
Man.
I've been doing a lot of drafting lately. If you've seen my Facebook.
No, I've been seeing your artwork, Jim. It's been really looking
beautiful,
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
So Fabian was
There's
asking if I got the limited edition operator, and I believe I did.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was
Now,
so
if you
long
could only
ago that
tell
I
me-
ordered this. Shut up. It was so long that I ordered this, I don't remember what I actually ordered.
Excellent. You know what? I need to order the Spectre book. Asymmetrical Warfare, I believe, is out on Wargamers Vault.
It is. I have it.
Okay. I need to get that. So,
$12.60, I think.
$12. That's a value meal at McDonald's these days.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a slam dunk to get it.
2
Although
cups of coffee.
I tried to print that Joker out at work, and it's a color book, which is really nice until the printer at work doesn't like color anymore.
Oh.
Oh man! Bro, it took me like an hour to print that thing out because it kept jamming. Printer issue, not book issue.
Yeah, I get you.
Our printer at work is kind of notorious for deciding that suddenly it doesn't want to play our reindeer games.
Yeah. I know Jim and I did a very brief kind of, hey, could we possibly do this with the second edition of Contact Front? If possible, and if we're able to and schedules allow, I wouldn't mind using that same kind of system to do each rule set. So Contact Front, Asymmetrical Warfare, Spectre,
virtual miniatures play.
Yeah, because I think visually we can actually diagram things. Like, hey, this is how activation works, or this movement or line of sight better than a miniatures table. I mean, obviously, miniatures table looks great and all that, but when you really want to demonstrate a gameplay, I think the virtual works better, personally speaking.
You hear him talking about diagramming. This is what happens when you become a CEO. He wants Venn diagrams and all this other, pretty shit.
Yeah, all right.
I know, because what you do.
I know
is
none
you
of my
have-
people from the hospital are listening to this podcast. They couldn't tell. I have to show them how to put in an appointment or a meeting on their Outlook calendar because they don't know how to do it.
That's some Office 365 shit. You should know how to do like
like
where I work. Hey, I have a software issue. Okay, if it's a Power BI or SQL or something that's even like mid-level, it's like okay, but then they don't know how to do a pivot table in Excel or like a VLOOKUP.
It's a button.
It's pretty like entry-level stuff.
It's not that damn hard.
And Fabian, you are right. I actually do have the new release of Battlespace in PDF form.
Super excited.
Yep.
So Jim and I, we can, put that on the table. Battlespace is one player. It's a solo game, right? But you can play multiple, but you play the same side versus AI.
Yeah, it's cooperative versus AI.
Which is cool.
Yeah. I mean, I can make the maps and the figures and all that stuff. In fact, a lot of it's already made or in the library or can be adapted or whatever.
Hey, speaking of Contact Front,
yeah,
look at this guy. Carl in the chat. What's up, buddy? We're super excited.
You're just gonna have to, Bill. You're just gonna have to show me like the rules or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
And it might require like a pre-meeting because
Yes.
if I don't
we're
understand
going to do
something,
things to
I'll have
gym
to-
standard this year. Okay. We're going to do gym standard means pre-plan, pre-play it, play it out, make sure we're doing it right. So we don't have Carl going, hey, dudes, come on now.
Oh, that's going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
but-
Anyway,
Yeah.
but no, I think that is my New Year's resolution. I know we haven't gotten to that part of the show yet, but I want to elevate our programming to Jim's level. I went back and I watched a lot of Jim's videos from this year, and I have to say this, Jim, and I'm not blowing sunshine up your ass, but truly,
Because we know Bill does that all the time.
right?
yeah, that's not really a Bill thing. But
No. Yeah, I make people at work cry just because I make a comment about how stupid they can. Whatever. Anyway,
What, they didn't know they were stupid?
they're not stupid. They're just very sensitive, and you know how I'm very direct about things, and I'm not always
No.
PC.
No.
know, Yeah.
What if they're dumb and they don't know though?
No, don't, because my luck, somebody's going to find this podcast, and then I got to deal with it. Thank you very much.
Oh, I was
Um,
referring to everyone I interact with at work.
Oh, okay. Good save. Anyways, to what I was saying is that Jim, your online presence and your hosting has elevated, to from say a year or so prior, so 21, 22 to now, you almost you need a smoking jacket in your pipe.
I got
Okay.
the pipes.
Got
I'm
his
happy
You got
with
the
it.
pipe. You need a smoking jacket. You need a little fireplace in the background. It's almost to that point. And then, do you guys notice at the end of his videos when he does his Tango mic thing, he does a little pause and goes,
There you go.
Yeah,
Tango. Mike for watching.
"Yeah."
that's
So
right.
yeah, he's really developed that hosting, narrator presence. I swear to God, if you had a smoking jacket and a fireplace in the background, that would just be the tits. It really.
Well, we
would.
can-
Now,
Yeah,
being
yeah.
military, your smoking jacket would have to be your field jacket liner.
It's gonna
I don't think I
stay
still have it.
No,
Or-
I'm going to order you a
a
whoopee
new
jacket.
Whoopee jacket. Yes. Yes.
Jacket?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Whoopee
they've made
jacket.
hoodies out of whoobies.
They
Battle
have
Whoopie.
made a smoking jacket out of whoobies. That's the one you need to get. Hold on, I'm gonna look that
Okay.
shit up now. Hold on.
Give me a
Okay,
link,
we
Marty.
know
Give
what-
me a
I
link.
was gonna say I'll put the link in the chat.
All
later.
right. So Carl says, happy to help whenever needed. If you guys would like to join, if I could join you guys online for a game, that would be great.
That would.
Yeah, it's just Skype.
Yeah. So we literally just game over Skype. I mean, I know you've seen the previous one. That was all Skype, and Jim does all the, graphic assets in, believe it or not, Excel. It still blows my mind to this day.
Yeah. So only because like every 6 months we get a round of questions. Like
Yeah.
how the hell do you build those stuff in Excel? It's all built in well, the pieces are built in Photoshop, and you just make it a transparent background, a PNG document, like a whole stack of little ones, like for your different figures, and then they just get inserted into Excel. So it's run in Excel. The pieces and the maps are made in Photoshop. They're presented in Excel, and then they're streamed via, or I should say, they're shared with the opponent via Skype. And we did try some other platforms, Google Hangouts. We tried GoToMeeting. We tried a few other things
Mhm.
where people could actually control their own pieces. And it got the lag is too much of an issue. Like as you're moving your mouse to select your figure, where your computer says your mouse is and where your mouse really is off by like 10%, and people have found they can never pick up their piece. So we just kind of like talk our way through it, and we make sure that everything's moved the way that the owning player wants to. We obviously make sure that the other player maintains his or her agency, and then it's either recorded on OBS or it's streamed on OBS. I mean, whatever the content is that we're making at that time.
Yeah. We've come to learn that gameplay is better recorded than streamed because
Right.
there's slowness. When you can record it, edit it, clean it up a little bit, it presents better than just letting it run.
Yeah, 2
Um,
2 days of Rourke's Drift boiled down to.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that.
Before you do, I just want to say one of the new people on the chat,
Yes.
Slice Element,
Yes.
Marty, is our friend Josh from
Oh,
Game Night.
our buddy Josh. Yeah, from he's one of the Critical Grind game masters that hosts
Nice.
Game
Welcome.
Night.
Yeah.
So
Welcome.
welcome to the show, Josh. You thought stuff was out of control at the gaming parlor and at the at Flight. Strap in, buddy. That's all I got to say. All right, so I found the smoking jacket. It's available and looks like 4 different patterns.
Mhm.
$79.
It's
Link will be forthcoming as soon as I
All right,
figure out how to get
perfect.
this. Go back. No, damn it. Okay, so I said that and I may have lied because I think I just fucked this up.
Uh-oh. No, you
God
did.
damn it. Go back. There we go. Got it. Okay. No, I don't want to search Amazon. I want to. My phone's messing with me.
So Bill,
I
I
have to
sent
look
you
at
a
Miro.
link.
I don't know what Miro is. If you guys ever heard of Miro,
I don't know what a Miro is.
I'm assuming it's an online teleconferencing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only a few out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let us do this.
Bro.
Marty, you got news?
Nope. Sure don't. But I was watching Rebel Moon instead. You might not want to.
Poor man.
Should we wait till it's free?
It is free.
Oh, I don't know. Where did you watch it on?
What's that on? Netflix? I don't know. It's on one of the streaming services.
Any 70 TTRR chatter yet?
7 days to the River Rhine.
No.
Duh. 7 days
some
of River Rhine. Still trying to get these to. I finally got a gaming mat. You know, it
gaming
really
mat?
sucks when I go to my game room and I go to, I don't have that anymore, or I don't have that.
Gribbly, the last 7 days to the River Rhine content that we featured was our belated Yom Kippur War. We used 7 days to the River Rhine for our Golan Heights game. Now we haven't talked about any in this episode so far, but it's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
All
So
right. I posted the link on our Skype chat.
got it.
So-
Sure. Yeah. So, okay. Let me. I don't know.
Carl says, "Do I need to bring my pipe to the game?" You don't have to.
Yeah.
It might
I mean,
help. I don't know if it,
New gaming video present. Old men smoking pipes playing war games.
there you go.
I mean,
Patent
Right.
pending.
No offense
Copyright.
to Carl and other British friends, but don't all you guys smoke pipes? Isn't it
gonna
like
say-
a British thing?
I was gonna say, it seems like it's gonna have a Too Fat Lardy's vibe.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
Which
they're
is
great
not a bad
guys,
thing.
don't get
They're
me
awesome
wrong, but-
dudes.
Yeah, they're great guys.
If
But we
everyone
want
starts
to be
smoking a pipe,
ourselves.
then I got to do something else to be distinctive. I'm going to start wearing my little Prussian monocle, and then
In a smoking jacket with this pipe.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll start gaming in full kit.
So do we call him Count Oriskany then? If he has the
no,
money?
I'm more of a Baron.
Baron.
I don't think I'm
Baron.
a
Baron.
Oriskany.
Baron.
Baron Oriskany.
Sweet Jesus.
I mean, yeah, but then he won't hang out with us peasants. So,
no,
just saying.
He's gonna lower himself too.
Well, that's why I went from Count down to Baron. I don't want to get too
Oh.
out of hand,
Not allowed to game with a pipe.
It's a rule. Sorry.
Yeah, I love it. You know what? As much as we, make fun of our British friends or throw little slights, I'll be honest with you, I love their humor. And we watch British TV all the time. All the time. We just finished Ghost UK. It was pretty funny. Pretty funny. It's you have to look it up on Prime. It's pretty good. I watch a lot of British police shows, and I love the real life, police ones because I'm like, shoot them, and I'm like, oh wait, I forgot.
Turns out they can't.
Yeah,
Turn your
and
keys
then
at 'em.
and then there's
Throw your keys
Dawn.
at 'em.
When Dawn, we're watching it, and the one guy, the bad guy takes off. She goes, "There's a runner! There's a runner!" You know, so it's pretty funny. We have our fun with it.
However, the lawyers of SitRep Podcast want to advise you that we do not advise pipe smoking or smoking of any type.
Or shooting people.
Well,
Are you guys just asking me to leave? Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, it sounds like you just told me and Jim to go F ourselves. That's what I heard.
No. We can do it. We just don't advocate, especially for
I do
the
love a
kids
good pipe
that are
smell. I
we're
love the
trying
smell of a good
to-
pipe, tobacco. It reminds me of my dad. I never got into pipe smoking. I tried it and just like I can never keep the thing lit, and it's just frustrating.
Wait a
as hell,
minute.
So
Billy Mack was a pipe smoker?
at one time he was, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't.
Yeah, he had
It is
the
a hobby unto itself. I mean, you guys are watching me here like struggle with this one because.
Did I ever watch Dog Shoulders? No, I never got to see that yet. I haven't found it yet. Lately, we've been watching Chelsea Detective and, like I said, Ghost UK. And then we were watching The Bill. If you want a good police drama from England, The Bill is a good one. It was on for like 10 years. So there's some good stuff. Good stuff.
See, I can't tell if Damon is joking or not. When he says everyone smokes at a convention, that would be awesome. I mean, it's bad. It's hard enough to get a,
US of A.
I was gonna say it's hard enough to get a gaming venue around here. Like, just imagine if it had to be like smoke friendly. No way, dude. No one would.
Yeah, that would have to be a 100% private club.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's no way.
Oh, The Bill ran for 30 years. Wow, I've only seen 10 years of it, but okay. A great show. It's a really good show. I like it a lot. It reminds me of Hill Street Blues for England, in a way.
So is
Has
like
that Hill Street Blues vibe, maybe NYPD Blue vibe. They're written by the same guy. So
is it like London Metro?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, kind of. So really good show, and I believe you can find it on Prime. Anyway. If Red Riding Hood shows up, I want you to slot that. Wow, this show has gone off the rails.
Here we go.
Doesn't take long.
Can we talk about some hobby 2023 guys?
Oh yeah, hi.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody, if you'd like to kick it off, what was something that was like a great surprise for you in 2023?
Hobby related?
Gaming related.
Gaming
let's widen the scope to gaming because Jim does, believe it or not, people out there in land, Jim does not only do historical gaming.
No, I don't.
So we're opening up the globe, shall we say?
I mean, I think one of the favorite things that happened really like this month, last month with like 4 or 5 new editions of modern gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an avalanche of stuff right before Christmas.
Captain Black. That's what my dad
smoked. There it is.
That's what my dad smoked.
So whether it's Carl's Game Contact Front or it's the Spectre or ASW or whatever. Modifius finally getting off their dead ass and publishing Robert Salter's Battle Space. I mean, lot of stuff came at us quick there at the end of the year.
Yeah. I mean, I was following Carl's posting on Facebook about Contact Front and the work that was going into that. Just it's not easy, especially when you're re-editing and refining and all that. But what makes me feel good about that, to Marty's point, is that there's people who have created these rules that care. They just didn't throw it out there and say it is what it is, and maybe throw out an errata here and there. No, to go back in and remodel it, rescope it, whatever, and bring it back out.
Or the patented, you figure it out,
right?
Whatever your guy, that's like a role playing game design trope, which works for role playing games, doesn't work for war games.
Yeah.
Do whatever you guys think is fun. Like, why did I pay for your rule set? Kind of thing.
Most definitely.
I think it'd be fun as if it was clear, concise, and we could both understand it and agree on it.
Right.
That would be fun.
ahead, man.
understandably, that may not happen in all occasions, but they're, you know,
Yeah.
your rule set can't be full of that. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and if it comes down to something like that, being able to get an FAQ or an errata that's like, oh yeah, page 32 on movement, yeah, we meant to say 2, not 10, or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Having something to go to, or being able to go back to the author or the game designer or whatever and say,
Or
hey, what's up with
There's
this, and get an answer. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game systems
Marty-
only have so many 4-ups in it. You know,
Yeah.
there's maybe
And
a
Marty,
couple, but
what about
not.
stacking suppression
Morale.
markers?
And yeah, that was rough because I got butchered. Oh,
Well, the
Chris-
thing is, it also helps when you have responsive, the people behind the rule sets. If when you reach out to them, say, hey, it's nice that there are people. Again, it's not a one and done. Oh, I created this, I throw it out there, and then you guys figure out, and still have
Yeah.
people that are responsive to it, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
In a way, Facebook is good because it allows you to have a live forum easily versus trying to create a forum page and all that. You can just have a thing in Facebook where you can, talk about that.
Yeah, and Colin was very responsive there, and as he was going through the rules, so
Mhm.
that was awesome.
Yep.
Good time,
So,
good
one of the big disappointments for me for 2023 was Gen Con. Believe it or not.
What?
We went to Gen Con this year. Believe it or not, we only went one day. We were planning on the whole weekend, and we just by the end of Saturday, we were like, why go back Sunday? Because there was no, outside of the release of Lorcana, the card game,
Right.
there was no big, oh my God, that's awesome. Right? No big thing. It just felt flat. It was a lot of people and in a, I say tight space, figuratively. I mean, it's a huge convention centers and it takes up other hotels and the football stadium. But yeah, we were just not impressed. We got to talk to a lot of our old friends. We got to talk to Ronnie from Mantic and, several people from other games companies. We talked to Modifius. We talked to Corvus Belli and, everybody that, friends of ours, the guys from Blood and Plunder, Firelock Games,
Mike Tunez and crew.
yeah,
Yep.
we got to reconnect with them. It was great. But usually when you go to Gen Con, there's like secret meetings. And I granted this year it was a last minute thing for us, so we probably got weren't in it. And this was the first year we went as Sit Rep Other Realms or Sit Rep Podcast. We kind of hybrided it instead of on Tabletop Beast of War. So we're trying to rebuild that connection. So, which reminds me, I have to rebuild our website because that's how we got denied press credentials this year, is because we don't have an active website with traffic. So, anyway,
Yeah, working on that.
and to be honest with you, from a miniature wargaming standpoint, I don't even know if Gen Con is the best forum. Adepticon really is.
Well, yeah.
Historicon, maybe.
And Historicon, obviously.
Yep.
But if you want to go to the end all be all for gaming overall, then Gen Con is the place to go. But it's gotten so crowded. It's so damn expensive. We had to stay in a hotel outside of the city and commute in, which isn't terrible. But, I think there are better venues.
Well,
Truly. So, so that was kind of my big disappointment. Boy, now I get the hiccups.
I
It's
think
Gen Con.
I think another one of our big things that we liked, for me would be Adepticon, because this is the first year that they were full back everything, no holds barred, back at full strength, and they were. I mean, it was crazy, and
So-
the amount of people that were there for different games and content creators and all of these high level painters. I mean, it was out of control. There was a lot of stuff going on there.
If you are into miniature wargaming, Adepticon's the place to go. If you're into 40K, you definitely want to go to Adepticon. And the Saturday night Parade of the Armies
Yes.
is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So Adepticon is definitely a place to go. And to answer Gribley's comment, Salute in the UK is decent. It's awesome. We covered it several years when we were on Tabletop. And, we had the participation game the one year for the Battle of Hoth, that was put together. And it is the most amazing 10-hour day you have. I think the gates open at 10 a.m. and it closes at 5 p.m. Right? So, well, what is that?
Yeah.
9, not even 10 hours. But, I'm including setup and teardown. You have one day. You're allowed to get in on Friday night if you're a vendor at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, set up for a few hours, then come back and do it in the morning. And then you have to be torn down by 5, 6 o'clock. Or I think it's like 7 after they close. You get like 2 hours. But everybody in the UK pretty much goes to London to the Excel Center and goes, and that's like a big shopping day for them for wargaming. And then they have a few participation demo games. It is a great time.
It amazes me that they jam all of that into one day. I mean,
one day.
Whoo!
Yeah.
That's a lot going on.
And I'll be honest with you.
Almost why I like Historicon. Historicon is 4. Well, the last one I was at was 4 days. If you include mornings and afternoons, it was like, probably 3 full days. But anyway, and probably 80% of it was tables as opposed to just vendors. I mean, it was 2 full convention floors of just tables where they weren't trying to sell you anything. They throw out a vendor's hall, and then of course they have that flea market. I can't remember the name of it. Somebody's garage or somebody's basement. I'm sorry, it's what they
Things
call
from the basement.
Yeah, no, the
Oh,
but they call it it's like, okay, there's the vendors where they all sell everything new in the plastic. You have to be an actual vendor to sell stuff there, and then they have another vendor's hall which is like everything secondhand, and so you can like rent a table and sell a bunch of your old stuff there.
Oh, flea market.
gotcha.
Basically, it was basically a flea market, but they called it something else, something's basement, like Greg's basement or something.
Yeah, it was named after somebody. I remember. I know what you're talking about, Jim. Yeah.
And I tell you what, it's a good, it's a good flea market when you still find brand new Panzerblitz boxes in the plastic, and they're only charging like $60-$70 for it. I'm like, wow, dude, this.
Speaking of that, Jim. So
Yep.
I saw I belong to a page in Facebook called Wargamers Flea Market. They sell a lot of classic wargaming stuff as well as other things. And you know how when Avalon Hill went out of business, bought by Hasbro, and then Hasbro pretty much destroyed it. Multi-Man Publishing, MMP, took over a lot of licenses from Avalon Hill Games.
They technically own Panzerblitz now as MMP.
Right, and the game I saw, so the Avalon Hill version was called Battle of Arnhem. It was a really cool, you did house fighting and classic Avalon Hill. And I think I paid when it was them. Chris, you okay there?
Yep.
Okay. I paid $20. And then when MMP, some guy was selling an MMP version of the same game. It was titled differently, but it was essentially the same game. And he wanted like $200 for it. I'm like, dude, it's not even an Avalon Hill. Why would I pay $200 for this? This is terrible. I don't know. It just struck me funny that if I'm going to buy the game and I'm going to pay good money, I'll look for a good, either non-punched or excellent condition Avalon Hill version. I'm not going to buy an MMP version because you just go and buy it online.
Right. MMP, because MMP is still publishing. I mean, they come out with stuff every year.
Yes.
I haven't had that much experience with MMP. So this might not be a fair review. I'll say this much: MMP, the physical production is much better than the old Avalon Hill days, because I mean, obviously, like I don't know if they laser cut the counter sheets or whatever, but they're just so much better. The counters look nicer. They punch clean. You don't have
Yeah.
to clip the corners off of them and any of that stuff. The maps look nicer. They're usually on some sort of thicker cardboard, and they do a lot of great operational games. But the only thing I've ever really looked at with MMP is their new version of Panzer Blitz,
Mm-hmm.
which I honestly wasn't really a big fan of. They call it Panzer Blitz Hill of Death. It's pretty much they kind of like ignore Panzer Leader, and they took Panzer Blitz and took it right to the Western Front, which is what Panzer Leader is. And then they did add commanders. One of the big weaknesses of Panzer Blitz, it doesn't have any kind of command and control system. So they did add that. So I mean, but yeah, it may just be nostalgia. Like so many people who are into Panzer Blitz and Panzer Leader are into Panzer Blitz and Panzer Leader, and then someone comes along and tries to make like their new version of it, and it's like, oh, this isn't my dad's Panzer Blitz. This isn't my granddad's Panzer Leader or whatever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get well received.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still making stuff now. The physical production is great. I know the designs for their operational level games is amazing, but they've taken over the license. I know for a fact Panzer Blitz, Panzer Leader. I'm pretty sure Advanced Squad Leader.
Yeah.
And it's up to you whether you like the new one or the old one better.
Yeah.
That's going to be a subjective call, for the player.
Squad Leader. Just catch up on a few comments here in the chat. Damon, apart from the show at NEC, so he's talking about UK Games Expo, which is a 4-day event. It's held in June. We've been there and covered it on Tabletop. Great show. The two guys that run it, one is a doctor, and I believe the other one is a reverend. And the reverend guy, pretty damn funny. Just great show. Really, it's their version of Gen Con, essentially.
Nice choice of words talking about the Reverend there. Damn funny.
Damn funny. I don't know what else to say. He's a damn funny guy. But no, very good show, and it's growing every year, and so good for them. And then Partisan, I have not been to a Partisan show, but I hear very positive things about it. So
we featured Partisan a couple times on the channel.
Yeah.
So,
Did Damon sent us video, right? Didn't he?
He sent us like a whole portfolio of photos. We try to make it into a video. It's really more of a slideshow, but
yeah. So if you guys are interested, take a look at go into the history. You should, and just in the search bar, put in Partisan under our site, YouTube channel, and it'll pop up. But yeah. Holy smokes! What am I watching? Ford talking. Well, okay.
Well, okay.
Well,
yes. Carry on, Paul.
I can't argue with the point.
I mean,
yeah.
Well,
But with
Paul,
last name like Peters, I mean,
I don't know who you are, but okay. Well, if you don't like it, it is.
Thanks for being on the show, though, buddy.
Yeah,
we appreciate your contribution.
And bye-bye. See how I did that?
So anyway,
Crisis in Antwerp, huh?
But
did we lose Bill somehow? How did that happen?
Apparently, he was so upset by Paul's comment.
No, I had to reset everything. Sorry, guys. Apologies.
No, all right, then.
Hey, because they ain't us.
Right?
So, that's the thing. You always get some weirdo on the internet just wants to.
Well, here's four of us.
It's just like Jim's Christmas Carnage. Some guy made a comment about the camera movement, which was just stupid, and Jim being Jim just politely said thanks. And in the background, it was actually fuck you, but thank you anyways.
That was kind of the gist of it, but
yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry there was too much movement in the camera. I mean, your wife wasn't complaining last night, but that's.
Oh!
Woo! I didn't want to. I wanted to do the comment stream.
Nice.
Oh Lord,
Yikes.
have mercy!
Yikes! How you doing? Well, something for you.
Wow. All righty then.
Definitely need a
Okay.
smoking jacket to go with that.
Oh yeah. Baron Oriskany has spoken.
Baron Oriskany. Fuck around and find out.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah, good
Lord
times,
have
good times.
mercy.
Jeez,
I
That-
think
I
this
had- I-
family show has lost its way.
I
Yeah,
had an
jump the
actual
rails.
comment, but it's gone now. I'll remember what it is.
Oh Lord. Okay. Anyway, Chris,
What
Yes.
were we talking about? No, go ahead.
2023 or let's go. Do you have anything you would like to comment about 2023, good or bad, gaming wise?
No, not really.
Good talk.
I mean, I there's so many rule sets that are coming out or being redone.
Mhm.
It's good, it's bad because we unfortunately play a lot of games and trying to keep them straight in our heads in the first place is rough, and then when they're changing the rules, it doubles up the muddies water a little bit more. But no, I just I'm getting out of the house more. Been over at the Critical Grind a lot
Good.
more. Been doing some more gaming and
And
yeah.
they got a miniatures wargaming group in there now that's
Yep.
that's hanging out there. So
Hey,
They
did you
were-
talk about us sponsoring their table? You know, we talked about that last time.
I didn't talk to him.
Take your Geritol, would you? So you remember.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, and Flames of War is one what they were playing last night.
nice. You know what? I need to get that Flames of War set from you, Chris, or maybe you and Marty could actually film a battle.
Nah.
What? What?
You got all my studio shit, and you got a painted army.
I've been running this YouTube channel with an iPhone, man. Come on, you guys got all the gear.
That's all right.
Like, iPhone
That's
and
fine.
like a busted ass
Yeah,
$70
that is-
video editing license.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay,
Marty and I haven't played those yet, and so we haven't. I mean,
that's all right. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking forward to in 2024, Chris?
Adepticon. It's
Yeah?
a big thing.
Okay.
Definitely that. Something I know I don't need, and I'm gonna draw a whole bunch of shit right now just by saying it.
Yeah.
But Harder and Steamback has a new intro level airbrush coming out.
You're going to invest in a Harder and Steinbeck.
Airbrush. Yeah.
Hmm.
you know that's for painting, right?
Yeah. I already said I know that I'm gonna get shit on this.
Hey,
It
Chris,
doesn't
how
matter
many times have you used that airbrush set that you have?
I've used it a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On what?
How many times have you used it in the last 6 months?
In the last six months? Not much. I haven't used most of my paints in the last 6 months.
Zero. would
Maybe,
be
and you
not
can
much.
share a picture. You can actually, if you want to
I'll
share
put
a
it in our
picture,
Discord if nothing else.
you can put in Discord, or I believe there's a way we can have you share something in our chat here. I don't remember how it goes, but if you put it in the Discord, Jim can throw it up there.
Yeah.
Don't you have to be good at painting to have one? Damn, you
Thanks, Josh.
Bam!
I mean,
Josh,
people who
laying
do
it
that,
down.
Oh,
Yep.
there-
So-
there-
dude,
there are
I
people
don't
who
even
do
have a
base
Harder
coat.
than Steinbeck. I
people
want
who-
one.
Okay, Bill, you need to take a look at it, and maybe you need to do a show on it because
Oh.
it is made for entry level.
So okay,
It is.
Dawn, you hear
they-
this?
They've done some things to where they're trying to build in good habits. Like
Okay,
when you're doing an airbrush, you're supposed to push down for air, then pull back.
correct.
And so it's made to where you can only push down before you pull back. And then with dialing in the, I forget what you call it. There's 5 presets: prime,
For the needle.
base, yeah, for the needle. So it's they're Ultra 2024.
Ultra
And-
2024.
Spray Gunner has it for 110. It's due to come out middle of January.
For Harder and Steenbeck, $110. That's not bad. I mean that
Yeah.
is for their products. That's a pretty reasonable price. But I've already spent my $110 and then some on
Yeah, $120 for
on an airbrush, so I'm not going back to get there.
you know what? Damn it, Chris, you did this.
I didn't
Alright,
say you
well.
should get it.
I'll give it a look. All right.
Yeah, take a look at some of the videos out there. They Harder and Steenbeck has their own video, and the guy's like, "All right, so we're going to prime these models." In 36 minutes, he paints 3 Space Marines, blue,
Mhm.
red, and yellow. And he's like, "Okay, we're going to prime. So switch it to prime. Put this mount in, one hand width away,
Yeah.
and he does it."
Okay. All right. There's his link. I don't know if I can't get to it on here, but that's
Can
all right.
we?
All right. Anyhow, we'll look it up there, bud. Oh, let me undo it. Hold on a second. Okay. All right.
Let's see. Link in the chat. Oh,
All right.
Oh, my.
Hopefully
is it?
that link
That-
to our
that-
Discord should work.
that
Okay.
that is a whole row of airbrushes. Let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and judging by the looks of them, he spends a lot of money on airbrushes because I don't know what the first one is. I don't recognize that model.
Can you
but,
share it, Marty?
It's a Facebook post. I just clicked on it in the link here.
Yeah, but
so
you should be able to
it's a
share
fa-
your screen.
It's a Facebook. Hold on, because it's.
Chris, you got a
Let me-
zit right by your left eye.
Let's see here. How can I? All right, I am. If I do that, hold on. I gotta find. No, not my. No, hold on. This thing. Microsoft Edge. Nobody cares about Edge.
God.
All right, can I do the? No, I don't want to share the screen that we're already all looking at.
God damn,
Uh,
that's impressive.
no, that's not it. Hold on, I'll cancel that. It is.
Hold on, I'll put it in the
Can I-
private chat, Bill.
Yeah, that might be the way to go. There you go.
All right, I got it. I'll
Yeah.
share.
Yeah, because
Dang!
but yeah. See what I mean?
And they're fancy too.
Yeah,
Damn. Nice setup, man.
yeah.
That was really nice.
It escalated a little bit. Yeah, you think, Fabian? I'd say so.
That's really nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
All right.
he's got quite the collection.
Yeah.
I recommend the holder. Well, yeah, if you've got 7 of them, I would recommend it too.
Right?
I mean,
All right,
I've got
Chris,
got
we'll be
two.
interested to see your journey on your new Harder and Steinbeck.
Yeah. So will I.
Yeah.
And Josh, I know you were trying to give me shit. Remember, you're going to be using some of my stuff, so it helps if I buy it, right? He's going to come
No,
over.
you're not
and
painting his shit. He doesn't give a crap.
No, don't fall for that, Josh.
Yeah,
Josh, it's a setup. He's going to let you use his stuff to paint his stuff. Don't
Yeah.
do it. It's a trap. It's a trap.
it's a trap.
All right, Marty, what are you looking forward to in 2024?
Well, I don't know if it's looking forward to, but maybe kind of a resolution, if you will. And not but when I say resolution, I don't mean like anything I might actually stick to, but
Oh, reducing the pile of gray.
well, there's that, but not just that, but trying to better organize my hobby space because I've got a lot of crap jammed into a very small area,
Mhm.
and oftentimes it's not optimal it doesn't look real nice,
Yeah.
So just trying to sort myself out here and have a better workflow to help me actually do some of this stuff. So I think that's the big thing. And then I just want to game more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like actually get actual real life games of whatever I'm playing. And I don't care if that's if it's playing Contact Front or if it's playing AOS,
Mhm.
whatever.
I can't believe you guys got into Sigmar.
Yeah,
Really?
well, Steve.
I mean,
Steve
I know why. I know why. I agree with it.
I mean,
But with Old Hammer coming out, and I'll be honest with you, it's freezing in here. My big Christmas buy was I bought just about everything offered at the moment for Epic, Legion Imperialis.
yeah.
So, but I'll tell you what, man. You actually have to come to Flight more to play games, Marty.
Hey. I'm there as much as I can be, sir.
You were sick last time.
What I would like to see more
says the guy that's not going to be there for 2 months, Josh.
You know what? Yes, Warpath Epic is. I talked to Ronnie about Warpath Epic, and it looks really cool. He's going to reach out to us when he gets closer to the time.
Wait a minute.
But what I want to see more of is, Jim, you ready?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Miami Vice.
Oh, no.
Skirmish.
Again?
All right.
If you guys
And-
haven't
and-
seen it,
So
you got to go watch our episode of it's Jim created a rule set just for SitRep called SitRep Skirmish, and he's used multiple different environments, and one of them is Miami Vice. Miami
And
Vice.
Miami
In Stealth
Vice,
City.
A-Team, Aliens,
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
yeah. So I would love to see one. Yeah,
We've got the figures, so
I know. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun.
that's
Jen
the, that's
does
the toughest
great.
part.
Jen plays Big Booty Trudy, so it's all good.
Hey, Marty,
I love that
don't you have something else happy for in 2023? That was that you got your COC put together? Your Crafting Operations Center?
Marty or me?
Marty's frozen.
Marty.
no, Marty's not frozen. I'm just waiting for Chris to be humorous.
Yes, we have
Eat a
figures in
dick.
white suits.
That literally my 2024 is to keep it organized and clean. And you think that's a good comment? I will turn your mic off. I will turn your mic off, Mark.
Chris, I'm looking at your workspace behind you.
No, it's in transition. I moved my printer
No,
from here.
no.
over there.
Transition.
No,
As
seriously.
transition as the studio is.
I'm not. I haven't been moving.
You got a
the
whole
studio.
room full of shit down. Well, no, you got a whole room that needs shit in it. Come on.
It's got shit in it.
All righty then. Jim, what are you looking
Start with
forward
me,
to
man.
2024, sir?
Well, okay. What did I like and what did I not like about 2023?
Yeah, please.
Well, there's you 3 dildos, according to Paul.
Can't worry about that. What was I gonna say? 2023. It pretty much started in January. In fact, I think it was January 22nd was the first big game. But being able to work with Das Creek House and South Florida's Miniatures Gaming Club down here in Fort Lauderdale was. We talked about how the content has gone up in up in quality this year. I think a big part of that isn't due to me. It's due to having access to this club and all these players. Because on top of number one, just having a whole lot more players to try your games out with and actually use some of the miniature armies that I have built. But then other guys have of course armies and so on, and like a lot of the stuff we did for Kursk this year, I wouldn't be able to do without. I would not have been able to do on that scale. Number one, without the club and a 48 square foot gaming table. Number two, all that great fluorescent lighting, so my the tables actually look nice on camera, unlike my my little dining room with shitty shadows all over the place. But on top of that, all kinds of help from the crew, especially Mark Ritchie. Huge shout out to Mark Ritchie, because I mean he's got I promise you, he's got a collection that you put all 4 of our collections together, multiply it by 5, and it still doesn't come close to the stuff this guy's got. So whenever I needed additional Mark IVs, T-34s, half tracks, artillery pieces, anti-tank guns, stuff like that, just that's how we were able to stage some of these 200 and 350 miniature games. It would have been absolutely impossible just on my table in my little dining room where I could maybe put a 6x4 table, 24 square feet. Now I've got 48 square feet and, great lighting, extra miniatures, stuff like that. Also, a lot of the games we featured this year were not mine. They were, Mark's or Jim Dundorf's. We were able to expand it into Ancients a little bit with Debellus Antiquitatis. We had some stuff from John Sowerby and a whole bunch of other players. So, a big part of how we were able to expand not only the scope, but the variety of our games this year was largely due to, Das Krieghaus. It was a little tough at the end of the year because there was a question about our lease and whether or not that club was going to survive or not. Fingers crossed, or we're not quite out of the woods yet, but it sounds like everything is lined up for a renewed lease in 2024. So
that was one of the things I was going to ask when you mentioned that, Jim. Is I know that you guys did a bunch of work over the past few weeks over there. Did you get everything done?
Last podcast, I sent you guys a picture. It was like what I was doing when I was supposed to be here podcasting with you guys. Is we were swinging 22-ounce framing hammers. We were knocking a lot of that stuff down. We had to do a bunch of stuff in order to re-secure the lease. Because some of the stuff that was built ahead of time or in the past was, I guess, not up to code or in some kind of violation or something. So a lot of stuff was getting torn down. We're trying to do that to save the lease. It looks like we pulled it off. Jim Dundorf has been doing most of the organizational work. Mark Ritchie as well. Ron Merriman. He's kind of like the godfather of our club. Getting that lease renewed. So hopefully that's okay. For 2024. As far as things I didn't like in 2023, I didn't like my hard drive melting clean out of my laptop in July. That lost quite a bit of work in there. Not just because it was a pain in the ass and expensive and everything else, but on top of that, there was some good footage that we lost in that. So there are going to be a couple lost episodes that never were. But that's okay, including a game of Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, like 1588, something like that. I won that game 23-4 or something like that. It was an absolute curve. I don't think I've ever won a war game that badly. I was so looking forward to making that episode and just, teabagging the whole community with it. Look how bad I stumped it, and I lost the footage. So maybe it's for the best.
Yeah. I was gonna say you dunk on a guy the whole game, and then your hard drive goes down.
2 guys, it was a pair. It was a pair, and I
cursed you is what he did.
Anyway, but lost that episode. That's fine. I win more games than I lose, but I don't usually win by like a factor of 6. So that was fun. And the other thing I didn't like, this I don't want to get heavy with it or whatever, but the other thing I did not like about this year was the fucking Hamas war. We spent about 3 months getting our Yom Kippur War content put together, and literally on the 50th anniversary of the Yom Kippur War starting, which is what all the content was for, this happens, and we had to delay some of our content. And by then, because that was supposed to be a series, that was going to be not only that Valley of Tears game, but also some Arab-Israeli Wars, which is basically 3rd edition Panzerleader. And I was like, you know what? I'm over it by this point. This is the second kick in the nuts this year has given me as far as production schedules, and I just needed to take a break. So those are the 2 things. Didn't like, again, Das Krieghaus and the South Florida Miniatures Gaming Club has definitely been the big thing I did like. And I don't know what's going on with Rank 4 with 2024. Obviously, I hope we have our lease again downtown for the club to keep going for another year. That would be great. And we'll see what's coming. I do have some content in the can or not in the can, some raw footage. We have a great Tarawa game that was again supposed to go out for
Oh,
the
nice.
80th anniversary, November 2023.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. We've got some Lebanon 1983 content ready to go, and yeah, there's some good games. Oh, a Normandy game, the British versus 21st Panzer, like D+1. As they're pushing in towards Caen, and they're trying to, or Caen, I should say, and they're trying to expand that bridgehead in the aftermath of D-Day, getting into the Bocage country. So there's stuff coming. I just,
Yeah.
the next 3 months, January, February, March, are the busiest 3 months of the year for my company, like where I actually work, like pay the bills work. We have a weird kind of a fiscal year schedule, so I will be a little thin on the ground for the next 3 months. I'll be here. I'll be producing content, but but January through March is definitely the busiest time of our year.
Yep.
But other than that, yeah, just keep the lights on and keep it going strong into 2024.
Yeah, most definitely. Just to answer a couple. Hey, Ben, welcome. Happy New Year to you, sir. Gribbly asked, did we do any naval war gaming in 2023? I'm trying to think.
I don't think in 23.
No, I don't think we did.
The last naval combat I'm aware of we did was a couple games. We did one tabletop game. We did one virtual game in the in 42 in 2022 for the anniversary of all the Solomon stuff. Definitely my favorite naval campaign ever.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in naval wargaming in World War II, Solomon's is where to start. The battles are small. The battles are largely gunnery. So if you're not used to aircraft carriers and submarines and all that stuff, and it's probably the only time in World War II where the Japanese and the Americans are even close to even. And if you read the history of the Solomon's campaign, starting in August, like with Savo Island, August of 42 into early 43, ending up in places like Vela Gulf and stuff like that, it's like the playoff season in the NFL. It's like trading victories back and forth. U.S., Japan, U.S., Japan, U.S. It's just, it's a really intense campaign. The individual battles are small, so it's a great starting point, I feel, for World War II naval gaming.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And welcome to Michael Rafferty in the chat.
Michael?
For those of you that don't know or don't remember, he is a huge historical gamer, as well as he runs the historical side of Adepticon. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we're moving on up in the world.
Well, I'm gonna hit Michael up while he's here. Any exclusives you want to drop there, buddy, for 2023? Will you expand in the show? What's going on over there? So we'll see what he can share with us. So last year was the first time they had vendors over there, because the historicals are over at the other hotel,
right?
The Hyatt?
But they have that sounds right. But they have but they had a vendor there for the first time, and so having one vendor, and that seemed to go really well. So I'm hoping that perhaps we have more historical based vendors there. I understand the foot traffic's not the same as the vendor hall, but is what it is.
It's a start, right? It's just a start. Yeah.
The other thing that I've been advocating for is more historical based specific hobby stuff. There's all sorts of classes on how to paint Warhammer shit. Is there something on how to
multicam?
Yeah, how am I painting that guy? Little can I get one of those? So that would be an awesome addition as well. Is it gonna happen? Who knows? They have a very good plan on how to implement things incrementally. Let's not go crazy and get too big for our britches. So that would be awesome. I would love to see some more historical specifically based stuff. Because painting I don't know, whatever they call their tanks in 40K versus painting your tanks for Flames of War, two different animals. So
yep.
Yeah.
And Mike, we need a RV parking lot.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah. Is there an RV spot over there, Mike? So that way I don't have to get a room. I can just drag my my trailer up there. We'll headquarter out of that.
Yeah. It just when you said historical painting, it made me think of my friend Andy Zek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss that man.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
Rip
we weren't
Andy.
like super close, but we had some great conversations, and we had plans to do some great painting tutorials. And he gave Jim some pretty good advice on some painting stuff. I think it was Desert Rat stuff, wasn't it, Jim?
Yeah,
For Andy
I
Zek,
still have one
use
of his
gray or
figures.
something on your sand color.
I still have his Marine Corps figure, World War II
Yeah.
Marine figure he gave me at one of the
Yeah.
boot camps. Right up
Yeah.
here in Pride of Place.
So yeah, I agree with you, Marty. There should be some stuff like that.
That- I mean I just think that would be that would raise the overall level, if you will.
I agree.
Yep. Because
agree.
there's a ton of classes there, and I enjoy going to them. And some of them are non-specific,
Yeah.
but there is nothing really specific to historicals as far as like the hobby classes.
No, I mean, we've done a few painting tutorials. Jim's done several on armor mostly.
Well, I don't know if I'd call myself tutorials, unless you count like how not to do something. They're just like hobby hangouts because ain't nobody
Yeah.
learning anything from my shows except maybe, oh, don't do that. You know,
Jim, I would argue that you seem to have it down pretty good.
oh, thanks.
I
But
I don't think that I don't think it's a case of don't do this because it's all jacked up.
Yeah.
Are there other ways to do things? Yeah, sure, maybe, but the way you do it seems to get the job done pretty well.
I'm
Jim, you
nowhere
see,
near
Tom
Andy's level, that's
Peterson's-
for sure.
Tom Peterson's comment there, sir. Morning, guys. If I'd like to share photos, what Discord channel would you like it to be posted in?
And I
Really,
believe-
our Discord is only 250 members. It's not like a huge thing. It really depends on the content. If it's your hobby work, we have a hobby room.
I was gonna say in the hobby room, yeah, I would think.
Maybe make a trip to Spain and visit Vallejo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would definitely.
If it's a table that you guys have run a game on, it would go well in battle reports. If it's just anything kind of miscellaneous, it goes in rec room. If it's something that's like current events or historical, like a YouTube video or something, you can go in the war room. I mean, we only have like 4 or 5 real channels. So, and again, it's not a huge community, so we're not like, super organized over there in our Discord.
If I remember correctly, Tom Peterson is the head of the Joliet Area Tabletop Miniatures Gaming Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. No need to apologize, Tom.
yeah, here we
throw
go.
it up there. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
Flames of War meet up at Crook Lagoon. That is awesome, man.
So
That is awesome.
that's our local place. Yeah.
You know what? I really
awesome.
need to play the most recent edition of Flames of War because I think I played second rule set or third rule set, whatever it was. And I know they've tweaked things and they now have the cards, the data cards or whatever. And I really need to get back into playing it. There's just so much to do. My outlook for 2024 for this channel is I want quality over quantity. I think a lot of the live streaming outside of the podcast, unless we're doing the only things I want to see live streamed per se is like the podcast and maybe at like a hobby night. If we're doing an actual gameplay, I think they work better recorded, personally. Unless we're doing a huge participation game. I don't know, Jim, how you feel about that participation game-wise, if that should be live or recorded and edited for dead space and whatnots. But
either way is fine with me. I mean, streaming is definitely easier because you don't have to, edit it. But it's at the same time, it's
there's give and take. Yeah.
One thing I would like to see,
Hmm.
and this is just throwing it out there, it's up to you. I'd like to see some guests come on.
I would like to too. It's a matter of, unfortunately, this last year and a half, I only speak for myself. Real life has just gotten in the way.
Yeah.
Of
The best laid plans and all that.
yeah. I mean, I'm the idea guy. I come up with all kinds of ideas and how we can, but then of course real life throws you a curveball. Like I had to move to another state and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
Tornado.
hopefully
Whatever the statute of limitations are up on that, you can come back. It's okay.
Yeah. Wait, tornadoes. That's what messed you up last time, right?
yeah. So anyway, so hopefully we'll see some better work this year from me. I'm talking about me.
I personally would love to do some hobby hangouts.
Yeah, we should. We could do one a month. I don't see that being unreasonable. And I know people enjoy it. It's always a great time to get the community involved and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
one of your guys' hobby hangouts
Like a lot.
was
And Donna likes playing it. So I mean, that's about as historical as you'll get. And in particular, I like games that don't have a lot of bookkeeping. Because I'm not good at it. That's not my focus.
I'm not.
It doesn't really use bookkeeping, it uses studies. So
Right. But I mean, like you get into some of the really crunchy games, and it's just there's so much to keep up with.
We filmed this in my garage,
I feel like
that's
I'm
why it's so
more
echoey.
keeping up with it than playing the game.
and we're just using the
you
mic.
know
off
what,
the
Marie,
camera.
what it's time for?
A refill,
Dawn!
and maybe I don't know if we're gonna call this a hobby night. We should probably find some shit to hobby here.
Right?
Yeah.
I told you to grab more things. Well, okay, with
Three, two,
Well, we need
one.
brown.
Oh, God.
By the way, hey, we're on a platform.
Go back to this again.
Did I not call it? That was gonna happen.
Only you.
Alright,
Wait, let's watch the replay
so
right
right
here.
here.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Classic.
Yes. Yeah, good times. Yeah, can you tell I have a pinched nerve in my neck during that? I'm like,
Yeah.
my
Because the whole
head
time
is
you're stretching.
jacked up. Yeah.
All right, what are we sharing here? Is this picture from Discord?
Yeah, I was hoping to.
Okay.
Did that work? Because I don't know how to show a picture here live on stream.
Yeah, I don't know if I can click into it. I mean, maybe people in the comments can click into it. Let me see. Because all I do is show the actual thing. I don't think I can actually click
You actually
into
have
it.
to highlight, copy.
I wonder if
and
I
paste.
do. No, that just does show. Oh, you know what? Let me. Yeah, I can't click
Yeah, there's
into
gotta
it.
be an
It's
easier
in
way
the
to do it.
chat.
All right.
Ah, that's me doing that. Sorry.
All right.
All right, it didn't really work.
Were they supposed to be
Can
the
I-
Miami Vice guys?
Yeah, can I show my screen?
Oh
real
yeah,
quick?
yeah. I'll scare it for you. I'll share it for you. There you go, bud.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, so they're virtual figures. People were asking what they look like. That's what they look like. At least the famous good guys. Of course, we also had Gina and Trudy and Castillo. And of
Where's
plenty of
Elvis?
bad guys. Oh, that's
Elvis
literally
wasn't in this
addressed.
game.
Yeah, that question is literally addressed in the video. So
Mhm.
you have to watch the video to see. We explain why Elvis is not in the game.
That's right.
It's one of the jokes in the video.
Yes. Elvis. is
And
something.
Jen, where are you? You got to do the Castillo thing.
Oh no, Castillo
Come on.
don't play.
Yeah. Good time.
Yeah, check out those videos, guys. You might.
Yeah,
they're
they're
light. They're light. They're fun. They're like 25 minutes each. Part one,
Yeah.
part two.
I wanted to answer Brian earlier's question about weird World War II. We might do some content on it. I mean, I know two people that have a lot of dust stuff now
Yes.
Yeah.
because I don't, and it went somewhere else.
Yep.
I do know there was talk at one time about somebody else buying the rights to dust.
Was it Simon?
Yeah.
Well, there was CMON, but there was another party that inquired as well.
Yeah. Well, so CMON did their, what is it, volume 2 of their graphic novel thing.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be out in October.
It's not out yet, is it?
October.
Yeah.
I've not yet received my copy. There's also supposed to be miniatures that come with that.
Yeah.
Which made us think maybe they're doing something with the game. I don't, because I don't know how much IP they actually have.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know the
I don't know if it's
details
just a
of
licensing
it
deal or.
But there was a letter of interest sent to the former owners of Dust, and it was returned with, we are in discussion with somebody else. That's all I can say about that.
Yep.
Did you send that?
Maybe.
And then Warlord is Conflict 47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you like Warlord and you like bolt action, you can do Conflict 47.
So very much the same mechanics, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I know John has no problem talking about any of the Warlord stuff.
John has no problem talking. You just leave it there.
No.
love
Warlord's
that guy,
got some
but
really good
man,
stuff. Yeah.
he can go, but he's
So,
always good.
Back to your point about guests on the show. A lot of that stuff, unless they're in our time zones, it's hard to get them on this show live.
Yeah.
It usually has to be pre-recorded.
Okay.
Which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. Like so like
Marty.
Carl definitely wants to, I'd love to get Carl on the show as a guest.
Yep.
We could talk all about Contact Front.
Maybe
Colin
we can get
from Dish Dash, we could, him or somebody else. He's in Australia and New
I
Zealand.
was gonna say that. Yeah, he's a challenge.
Yeah. But John from Warlord,
Warlord.
we could probably get him on the show.
Maybe we can get Julian from Enemy Spotted Studios.
Yeah. Well, you know what we need to do is just create a list. Did we have a long story today?
Oh no, we haven't done that yet.
Someone needs a drink.
See, Jim, trademark, man. I'm telling you, smoking jacket, a Whoopi smoking jacket, a fireplace behind you.
I'm ready. I've got my long story short glass.
There you go.
Well, it all depends on what questions come up in chat. I mean, people say, "All right, we got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes left in the chat." Jim, we have a quick question. Can you tell us why Germany lost World War II? You now have 90 seconds. And I'm like, well, long story short.
Take your first shot.
Yeah.
Hey, okay? So Fabian's question, did any of you play the World War II night fight game? Is that an actual game system, or is it just talking about night fighting in World War II in general?
Yeah, I don't know. What is that?
That's what I'm asking. Fabian, we've done night fighting rules. We've adapted night fighting rules into our expansion of the Valorant Victory System by Barry Doyle for the Falklands, 1982. Oh, 0300 hours. Okay, cool.
No, I haven't played that.
There's actually a game called I think it's 0200 or 0300 hours. It's like a commando. Yeah, I think it's like a commando game.
You know what? I think I saw the Kickstarter for that.
Yeah.
No,
we haven't tried that exact system yet.
I'm not.
Oh no.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
How did World War II
rabbit hole because we're going to go down the rabbit hole. If Hitler and his cronies had stayed out of it and let the actual German generals do what they do, there might have been different outcomes. Just saying.
Yeah, well,
it probably wouldn't have started because they didn't want to get into that war.
Yeah, they knew it was not going to be a winning war. Not if you piss off the entire world.
Yeah. And definitely not on two fronts.
True. And it goes back to did you not listen to Napoleon and learn from Napoleon? You don't invade Russia, especially in the fucking winter. So. Yeah.
There's a very long story that cannot be made too short in that. So we'll just go ahead and
leave it at that.
We'll save that for another episode.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, I got a question for you. Have you seen the new Napoleon?
Absolutely not. I have heard from way too many people who know way too much that movie is fucking terrible.
Okay.
That movie is getting. I mean, everyone who knows 2 things about history is shitting all over that movie. So I'm not wasting my time on it.
All right, there's one for you, Jim. What was the best tank at the 21st July 1984?
21st July 1984. What was the best tank in that time period, or just the 1984 in
I
general?
know. Did something happen in 1984 on the 21st of July?
21st, not that I can think of off the top of my head.
I was gonna say, Fabian, is that a specific event we need to know about?
That seems awfully
M1
specific.
Abrams.
The M1 was just coming out.
Yeah, the only thing I remember going on around that time was Libya was getting antsy and Ronnie Reagan took them down.
No, no ground force.
I would because the M1 hadn't reached its full. I'll just talk about 84 in general because the M1 hadn't reached its full potential yet. It was still carrying, I think, the L7 105. I would probably. I think the Challenger 1 was out by then.
I was going to say the Challenger possibly or Leopard.
Challenger 1 might have been up there. Leopard 2 may have been coming out right around then. We already had the RH-120. The M1 would eventually become the best tank in the world only because we put so much money into it. It sounds like, wave the flag, hoorah. Just a random debate. It escalated a little bit. I mean, people talk about, of course you're going to say the M1 is the best tank because you're an American or whatever.
America.
Well, it's got an American engine. It's got an American engine. It's got British armor. It's got German gun. It's got Japanese electronics and Belgian machine guns. So
turns out we're better at putting your stuff together than you are. Don't hate. Don't hate.
And we'll spend 10 times as much money on it,
Oh yeah.
That.
Well, you got to Frankenstein all that shit together somehow.
Yeah.
It's not free.
I'll tell you what, the M1 needs to go on a friggin' diet, man. That tank has gotten way too heavy over the years. It's
still a beautiful thing coming in on backup, man.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, trust me. The M1 shows up, the battle's over. I mean, history bears us out on that.
It is the greatest thing known to man. Watching that thing roll up to back you up.
Yeah. Well, what? No, it's not. A10s.
The Warthog's coming.
I was at Ann-Nazaria watching them whack. I was at Talil watching them whack Ann-Nazaria when I was there. Yeah, that is a beautiful thing. I'm here to tell you.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Beautiful thing.
I did have a A10 or M1 come in to back us up in at Deloya.
Yeah, so the only thing I've had an M1 do is singe the paint off of my vehicle.
You're not supposed to get that close, buddy. They tell you that.
Who's driving the fucking tank? That's the question. I was there first. Just saying.
Jim, they'd like to know where you got your shirt from.
My girlfriend got me the shirt at the Smithsonian Museum up in Washington, D.C.
Nice.
National Archives, right?
It's actually, from the National Archives.
Nice.
Hey, speaking of archives, where's Piotr at? I know he's traveling.
He's been doing a lot of traveling, and
he's in Gdynia right now. He's way up in northern Poland.
Yeah, he's doing some. Is he doing some research for the National Archives or something? I keep seeing him post stuff about archivists.
He works for a university. Oh, by the way, back to what we look forward to in 2024. Not confirmed yet, but we're working on it. Piotr and I are supposed to meet up in Belgium.
Oh, nice.
In awesome. December, 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's a year away, and there's a shit ton of logistics to work out, and traveling in December is always a nightmare. So we're.
It's funny. I might be in Germany.
90% that we're going to do it, but I still don't even have the exact dates on it yet. But that's sort of the idea for this year.
We might be in Europe in December as well.
Okay.
Dawn and she wants to do the tour of the Christmas markets.
Cool.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
We'll be at Malmedy. We'll be at Saint-Vite. We'll be at Elsenborn Ridge. Bastogne, however you say it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think you're going to be able to deflect on
downtown Aurora.
There you go.
Best I can do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, because we are looking forward to celebrating Christmas, or more importantly, New Year's in Tennessee next year with new neighbors.
Yep. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
definite
Yeah.
maybe. Gotta see how the market goes.
So, anywho, anybody else have any last thoughts before we wrap up the final show of 2023?
We've got some great new pictures in Discord.
Do we?
Yeah. I mean, not where are we in battle reports? Oh yeah, Do. He was asking about it earlier, but he was using a different name. Yeah, some hella battle reports in there. That looks awesome.
Oh, nice. So, guys, please check out our Discord channel.
Yep.
Yeah, the link to our Discord and an invite was earlier. Looks like some Shermans. Yeah, okay. Some German half-track staff cars. So if I had to guess, yeah, those look like some Jagdpanters, some Guderian ducks. If I had to guess, I'd say this is late war.
Okay.
Is what it looks like.
Is this
Some-
Flames of
some
War?
upgraded Shermans. Late war, like 44, early 45.
Okay. So that was from Tom Peterson
Okay.
with the
Very nice.
Joliet.
Yeah, there's a different name in Discord, so
Yep.
I can't remember. It's hard enough remembering everyone's names when everyone has like 6 different names.
Right, depending
that's-
on what
that's what
platform they're on.
Yeah, that's something that's really insane.
Yeah, we have this.
And then
one
they
guy-
come up to you at a convention. They say, "Risky Jim, it's me, random user 7965241." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hi."
Yeah.
And then they
Well, we
say
have
who they
this-
are, and then I know. Yeah.
Don't we have
Oh,
this
yeah,
Jim
yeah.
Johnston keep posting shit in here too?
Yeah.
What in Discord?
No, on the chat sometimes we have that guy show up and start.
Yeah,
chatting.
he makes noise. He's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
speaking
right,
of people that
guys.
are missing, where's Toughy Ears?
You know what? Didn't she say she was doing some ghost thing?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Ghost
Because
hunting thing?
she
You
wants
know,
to
I'm
know
very
about
sad because I actually was prepared for it today.
I was gonna say the one time you were actually ready for her.
the
Yeah,
Battle
the Battle of
Meerkat.
Meerkat.
Meerkat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim told me all about it. There was something about a Pumbaa and a Timba and
Pumbaa,
The 82nd?
Timba?
The
Yeah.
82nd.
Meerkat.
Yeah, the
Lion
82nd
King.
of the U.S. Marine Corps won that battle.
And, yeah.
I mean,
The British may have been involved in a peripheral sense, but I don't think that's been
Prob-
substantiated.
probably got bailed out by the 82nd.
That's right.
There you go. There you go.
That's right. The 82nd came in and saved them, and the Marines just cleaned up, wiped out the bad dudes.
Well, someone's got to do police call.
I mean, if that doesn't summon her, she definitely is not online.
That's how we confirm she's not watching the show. We'll get a
Yeah.
comment later. She'll
Oh,
show
yeah.
up the playback and be like,
Yeah.
"How dare you say that?"
But she's feeling disturbance in the force right now.
Probably.
I think
All right,
that's what she's
kids.
hunting for, though.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. Thank you so much for being with us today and
Absolutely.
throughout the years. This is the final podcast for 2023. We have a video coming out for tomorrow. It will be a look and review of Ultimate General American War of Independence. Do we have a date when this International Elite All-Star crew will be at a convention together? Shit.
That'd be
That's
nice.
pressure, man. That's pressure.
Well, half of us are going to be at Adepticon.
Third of us, 3/4. I'll be there.
You coming?
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
what we heard last year.
Dude, I moved right when you. If this wasn't a family show, I'd say fuck you.
I was gonna say we've already blown that bridge. So
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the PG-13 rating got pulled about an
Yeah.
hour ago.
So, Dennis, I don't know. What would be a good? I mean, Historicon would be the best option, and we could podcast live from Historicon. That would be the tits.
That would be
Yep.
cool.
And
Although-
Jim's going to make an appearance up here in Chicago come
Yes?
March.
Yes,
Is March? I mean,
is he?
Jim, are you? Jim, you coming up here for in March?
I'm not familiar with that now.
Adepticon?
He's looking at you like the dog just farted.
No, I'll do my best to get to Historicon. But other than that,
Is
most
there
of-
a wargaming convention in Florida?
There are a few small ones. There's Huracan, there's Recon up in Orlando. There are a few small ones, especially in the fall. Are the ones.
Well, we have NashCon in August.
Yeah.
Always come on up to Nashville.
What's the historical stuff look like there?
They actually have a pretty extensive historical point. They do a lot of Civil War stuff, obviously.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah. So,
there you go.
All right, kids, we're gonna go ahead and Didi Mao out. If anybody has any final thoughts, now's the time. Or hold your pieces. We'll see you guys again. We'll do Ultimate General American Revolution tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Deal.
Take care, everyone.
Happy
All
New
right.
Year.
Happy New Year. Stay good, stay friendly, stay tight, and we'll see you then.
You have been listening to the SITREP podcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Make sure you like and subscribe to all of our channels on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Remember to join us every other weekend for a new episode of the podcast, and don't forget our other programming on Wednesdays and Sundays. Thanks for listening.